Yo, what's going on everybody? This is Ike here, and today we're going to be streaming some Top Survivor rank featuring, you know what, characters that I usually like to play. Nothing specific today, but we're going to try to put a focus on Archer, because you know that's what Archer does. She likes to put a focus in things. Alright, enough with the cheesy jokes. Basically, if we get the chance to play Archer, I'm going to try to play Archer today, because we're trying to be the very worst Archer. Remember, the higher we get on the Archer leaderboards, the lower we are in terms of skill. That's usually how the leaderboard goes, so we're trying to stay away from the first spot. But you know what? We're already 51st, so thankfully I have dropped down in the low skill, low tier department a little bit. But the more we play Archer, the worse we're going to get. I mean, it's only how it works. So, I am champion now. We get to always ban 3 hunters now. It also means I'm never going to be able to ban a survivor. You cannot ban survivors inside of champion. You cannot see a horrible player and be like, I don't want to play with this player after this match. Of course, for me, it doesn't matter because I always forget after the match ends. But if you remember, then you still can't do it. So I'm very sorry for you people who remember. But thankfully, I don't. So I'm never really bothered by it. I'm bothered by the fact after the match ends. Oh, we're 53rd. We're 53rd Archer, by the way. Okay, so we're slightly better than 51st. Okay, but right now, the worst Archer in the game right now is currently Blue Ray Scar. Currently, Blue Ray Scar is the worst Archer in the game. After that is Nightcord. After that are people I don't know. I mean, this is pretty accurate, guys. Caramel is the 4th Archer. Caramel, that really... Is this the same toxic little girl who really hating on me for no reason a couple years ago? It might just be. It might just be that same person. So, you know what? It's actually pretty accurate so far, except Blue Ray Scar. I don't know what Blue Ray Scar is doing there. Blue Ray Scar, come on, you're better than that, Blue. Why are you in the first Archer spot? I know you're a better player than that. Drop down to, I don't know, 500, then you'll get my respect back. But, remember, as we play more and more Archer, I just can't help it. We're gonna get worse at it. That's how the leaderboard goes. So, back to all seriousness. I do feel like my Archer aim has gone a little bit better. You know, playing the mini game I think helped a lot. I didn't even know that mini game existed until a couple days ago. But I do feel my aim has gone a little bit better. I definitely have to get back in the mindset of Archer. I don't think did I play yesterday? I don't remember if I played yesterday. But you gotta remember that your heartbeat is tiny as this character. You have basically no heartbeat. We are going to be decoding a cipher where it's going to be pretty easy to see the hunter's shadow from far. But right there, I was thinking for a second there maybe first officer comes to kite here. So I didn't want to decode here immediately, but it looks like he's turning around. He just did a big circle around the river, which is what I actually usually do. Depending on the hunter, of course, especially effective against stuff like Ripper and Clark, because they don't really have a lot to deal with going in a circle around around the river right there. You would not want to do that against something like Geisha or Wuching. Don't be doing that against Geisha or Wuching if they can dash on you, especially Geisha. She can almost always dash on you. Wuching has a huge cooldown, so maybe not for Wuching. You don't have to worry about as much for Wuching if you already teleport on you, but like Geisha, you wouldn't want to do it. Then again, most hunters, it's fine, especially Nightwatch, without presence at all. It means that he doesn't really have that great mobility to turn around the edges of this box area. Now, of course, it doesn't matter, because he is going to use his watch. He probably took a hit right after his watch right now. He has a very long cooldown, and so then he got blinked right after anyways. Difficult situation. If I was him, I would definitely try to maximize my distance after the first hit, because if you were still close to him after the first hit happens, then you're going to get blinked right away, just like you guys saw there. So it's very important that after you get hit by the first hit, if you know the hunter has blink, you want to separate away. But maybe he thought he has warp. Maybe the hunter thought, maybe not the hunter, but maybe the survivor thought that this hunter had a warp. And if it's warp, then you don't want to really run far away from the areas. It doesn't really matter in my opinion, because even if you stay close to areas, if it's something like, what's it called? Nightwatch, then Nightwatch can very easily jump the window and kill you no matter where you stand. So, like, does it really matter? Probably not against Nightwatch. I would just play around Blink, because warp will kill you basically anywhere. I would say warp is a little bit better on Nightwatch because of that. Because, dude, even if they go behind a bunch of walls, you can warp. If they go back to the powder window behind that and vault that, it's fine. You can jump over it with your wind. There's no need to worry, my man. You can just deal with it very easily. I don't know why we're going for this rescue. I thought it was pretty clear no one is wanting to go for this rescue. It really sucks that I have to take a huge circle like this to the next cipher. I'm guessing How? How is she dead? How is she dead? She got terror shocked. She got terror shocked. Are there 2 ciphers inside a tent? Yep, there's 2 ciphers inside a tent. That's why there's no cipher on this side of the map. So there are ciphers on this side of the map, but they both spawned at 10, which is where we need to avoid. I can do behind 10, but that's gonna take a huge circle around to do, which is exactly what I just had to do. I mean, we already lost this game, fellas. Boys, men, guys, people. What can I say? This game is GG's. This game is over. Now we can just practice my archer aim, which is actually not that bad. Not that bad, all things considered. That was a pretty good shot. We're gonna get to a 30% movement speed decrease, but you know what? That was a pretty good shot to start things off. Boys, girls, yes, women, how could I forget? Dude, half the channel is female viewers, which is crazy. You never see that in any game. Imagine seeing that in any game. Oh. I thought I'd be a little bit further than that. That was really awful. If he jumps over that, it's a stun. Yeah, he can't jump over that. I think he realized he was in a checkmate situation right there. Okay, what does he do? I think that was a swing. What was that? Ugh! I got stuck on a little barrel. But he had blink, which is going to be tough to deal with regardless. You actually could have lived there, though, if I didn't get stuck there. This man is not too proficient with his blinks. He did a really good blink on that first house, but I don't know what that blink was. I guess he knows he already won, so like, what's it matter to him? Anyway, too bad. That was actually going pretty well. That was actually, I would say, pretty good. Like, Night Watch, full presence, I would say pretty good. Like, just brush up on that first mistake. Maybe I should have used the regular bow instead of the crossbow. Maybe that would have been a safer move, instead of pushing myself away from the POW, because I say I wanted to push myself further away, but if I push myself even further away, then I can't use the POW anymore, and then I would for sure have to use the bow. So, you know what? Maybe I should just use the regular bow. Either way, not bad, not bad. Bleasdale. You see, guys, it's all because I dropped down the Archer leaderboards. We went down the Archer leaderboards. Man, Perfumer, I hate Perfumer so much. Perfumer, you were once the love of my life. I already said this before, but Perfumer, you are so bad nowadays. This Perfumer is such a bad character nowadays. You have so many hunters nowadays that after you use your perfume and you perfume the hit away, the hunter has like 500 abilities after that. Let's say he's sucking you in with the wind, like, oh, it's a good suck, right? But then you perfume it away, right? But then he's got 2 wind charges at full presence. He uses 1 maybe to dash to you, 1 to jump over, and you're taking a hit. He might just need 1 on top of that. Maybe he just needs 0, because no matter what you use, you're going to get jumped over. It's better to get it out at least, but the point still stands. I mean, the Perfumer is just a fallen off character. They would have to double her perfumes and make it, I don't know, a count of 6? So that after you use 1 perfume, you have another perfume to use right after that for a couple seconds. I mean, I don't know how you balance this at this point. There's no balancing this, because the whole gimmick of Perfumer is you bait out the hunter's ability with your own ability, and then that cooldown on the perfume does not matter at all, because what used to happen is every single hunter in the game used to just have like 1 main ability and then it'd be on cooldown. And then they changed that. They started putting stuff like Clerk, Night Watch, Waxers, hunters where after they use their ability, they just have another ability that is just as deadly, but mainly they get something from their first ability. That's the main reason why Perfumer is so bad, because Night Watch gets wind charge from 0 presence. He gains something from using his ability. Clerk gains something from using her ability. It's not just like with Perfumer, you're like, oh, okay, it's Clerk, I'm just gonna drop this powder. I know she gets the powder coin, but she has to use it to catch up to me, and then I perfume. Yes, that's great on paper, but she gets 2 of those. There's no way you're going to get 2 of those out with a single perfume and not going to take damage. Oh my god, there's a huge spider on the rug! We have to get rid of this man. He's just crawling on the floor. He thinks he's at home here. This spider thinks he's at home here. He's just walking around. I can't catch up to him right now. We just started a match. I guess he just has to live with us now. It's okay. Nothing unusual here. Maybe we can get him out in time? This is just a big black spot walking on the rug right next to me. Think he might get away. Oh, he's getting away. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Okay, he's sitting in the dark. He's sitting in the dark. He thinks no one sees him in the dark. I'm hoping he just sits there now for the next 2 hours. Okay, no, he's moving. He's moving around in the dark spot. You see, he knows where it's bright, and now he's just sitting where it's dark, and he's just moving in the dark area now. It's gonna actually be a lot harder to see him now. I can't watch him the whole time. Oh, did we really not get a rescue? We actually didn't get a rescue. This man is just walking. I have to at least trap him. The man is walking, guys. You heard him I don't know what happened there. How did my stream light fall off? No! Okay, we got him. He's trapped. Okay, he's stuck inside a glass cup now. Oh, I don't know where the hunter spawned now. GG. We could be running right into the hunter. I wouldn't know because my heartbeat is tiny. Okay, we're fine. They did not spawn behind restaurant. Who is it and where did they spawn? Looks like they spawned at the greenhouse. That was still a really dangerous maneuver going to middle in that case. Going to middle when they spawn at greenhouse. Alright, so I did see someone spawn south of me. So it's going to make it a little bit difficult to get a cipher for them. Also, the guy who spawned in the corner of hotel. I just really don't like this hotel spawn of people spawning in the corner of hotel. I think it's very inefficient. And if you don't get lucky with 2 cyber spawning there, then what ends up happening is you just have someone at hotel who can't decode. Sometimes 2 cyber spawn there, but not always. So it becomes a little bit risky. Anyway, hopefully we can do a little bit better this match. Last match, I don't know what happened. First Alistair got cheered in basement. He never got to use a second watch, I'm guessing. Okay. I haven't done a whole lot of harassing with Archer. I mean, I've done a little bit, and it's definitely saved our matches. The one match where it really saved us, someone ended up actually ruining it anyway, unfortunately. Although, I don't know if I would say ruined. Yeah, I would say ruined, actually, because they just sat by a gate when after us to blink up. They killed someone, Hunter went up to the gate. They're like, oh, I'm fine, it's just photographer. But they didn't account for the blink. Then we had 2 people dead. All that support for nothing. But here we go. A little bit late of a rescue. Hopefully she didn't put a well-timed cats. Looks like she didn't. Okay. That's Soul Weaver herself. It's a big spider. It's not that big, but it's big for what you'll find here in Chicago. It's like Loki doesn't even have to try to be bad at losing. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, guys. Last game we just had a first officer die so fast, and then right after my man, Toy Merchant, she sees me walking away. Like, she sees me give up the bridge. Like, I'm like changing my mind. I don't want to do bridge anymore. She's like, hold my beer. Let me go do that for you. All right, and she does it, and she gets terrified. What are we doing? What happened? Do I even want to know what happened? Hold up. Why is Blake getting chased again? I think she cheered on his cipher, maybe. Okay, well, we gotta heal him. Man, I don't know what's with these people. What's with the people rescuing? I'm the best rescuer on the team here. Like, okay, I get one rescue, but why are we walking across the map for a rescue that doesn't even impact you? She's not camping on your cipher. I know she's camping on someone else's cipher, but it's a little bit too late to do anything about that. He's already across the map, you know, and he's dead. We just spent a health on Meteorologist just for Cowboy to die anyway. I mean, it's not her fault. She can't save his life. What is her fault is she rescue at all. Why are we rescuing this situation? And now it's going to be so easy for her to just snowball off of this. Like, she can just go in the direction of a pop cipher machine, like right now, and she'll probably find us. Yeah, that's all she has to do. And now we're in a lot of trouble. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything here. Wow, that was actually a direct shot, but I didn't hold long enough. And she dies. Oh. I actually didn't hold long enough. I didn't hold for 1.2 seconds. That was a direct shot, but it only did 60 instead of 100 if you don't hold long enough. Wow, we actually... Oh. I didn't expect to get the shot off, to be honest. Although, I should have held longer anyway, because if you don't get the shot off, you still get 50 instead of 30, which is way better. She's dropping her cats way too early, which means we're going to get a pretty safe rescue here. Okay, well, we're gonna be able to see her if she's going around. Looks like she's not. And yeah, the cat will run out here. My cat just ran out. This one will also run out. And there's no cat here. She put that cat way too early. They only last 10 seconds each separation. No, I missed. Oh, I should have shot sooner. I should have shot sooner while she's in the animation. If she's in the animation, she's completely standing still. We should have shot then. That was a really big mistake. In fact, we would very easily be tying now if it wasn't for that mistake. Because the Cypher's Prime now. Now I don't know if we're going to be able to tie. Oh, wow, that was a really big one. No, I don't think she's going to make this. Okay, that was actually really good. The only issue is... Can I really walk up the stairs? Ugh! Hopefully it runs out. Please run out. She already used 2 jumps anyway, so it's fine. Ugh, the pallet here is already broken. Great, so we have to use the crappy one. I hate the crappy one, because the crappy one you can still get hit if you stand around the corner. It's not that hard to still hit you. That one is guaranteed. Like, we guarantee later down. We drop it, we go back inside, we use the other pallet. This one is really tough. This one is really tough to use. Oh, man. I hope she's not coming for me. Great. She kind of revealed herself for no reason now. Like, there's no need to heal us. I have the self-heal anyway. Yeah, now I don't know. I don't know if we'll make it out. Too bad that that pallet was broken. Maybe we should have used the other one at the other gate, because that one is a little bit better. That one is a little bit better over there. I don't know if we would have made it, though. I think we would have made it, actually. I'm pretty sure we would have made it. It would have been a little bit close. Wow, is she... She's actually not camping. She's actually not camping when she saw someone here. Just a couple seconds ago. She's crazy. Okay, I know I don't have a heartbeat, but she might still be coming for me. Nope, she's not. I mean, my teammates are not picking, so how would I know? But focus on decoding. We're going to try to make our way to the gate now. She's probably going to come here, though. Again, we don't have a heartbeat, but you can just kind of assume from game sense what is going to happen. Yeah. So she has tinnitus right now. I can't stand too close to her. I need a... Oh my god, Blake, you better not die. Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about. Like, every single time I think my mistake is bad, just watch. Just watch what happens next. Was that so hard? Was that so hard? I thought for a second he body blocked himself, but I'm looking at the ball. I'm like, no, he didn't body block himself. What is he doing? Oh, I can't believe she's going for this. The hunter literally has tinnitus. Why are you still going for this? Oh. This is making me cringe watch this. Please don't fail this. She went through the thinner side. What? Oh my gosh. She could have gotten body blocked there in the corner thinking that that would go through. Oh. Dude. Every single time I think I'm like, oh, I played that so bad. I could have played that so much better. Just people dying in ways I could not possibly imagine. Like, you thought getting hit through a pallet was bad? What the hell was that? What was that? Like, what was that? What was that, man? I can't make this stuff up. Even my own teammates are dying inside the gates. Like, what? She got him with a giant stun on the edge. Okay, fair enough. But also, if you played the game enough... Alright, well, I guess at this point, I'm bashing on people who have a life at this point. Like, okay, you didn't know, okay? Psyche, get a life. How am I supposed to know every single little interaction with every single hunter? That the more the cat walks with the cross, the larger and larger the circle gets. Like, how am I supposed to know that? I don't care, Psyche. I have a life. I don't want to know. I don't care and I will not know. That's not what he's saying, but... that is a little thing. More seriously, that is like a thing with aim. That it does grow bigger and bigger as the cats travel. It's just like, man, why? Why? Why do they grow bigger? I guess that could be a good question, why they grow bigger. You're watching my stream. Burgers! You better not do anything funny. I still got that spider trapped in there. I think he should be sustained. He should be secured, I mean sustained. I'm not sustaining him with anything. Spider is kiting me. Spider was actually kiting me. Spider was actually running around. Yeah, I see him. I see him. He's walking around in there. The glass is see-through, so I can see him walk around. It's like a little terrarium in here now. Terraria reference? What is this sound? I hear this sound. Who is making this sound? Is this Archer making this sound? I don't have a standby motion for Archer. Hold up, you guys are gonna hear it in a second. Like this one. Hold up, it's coming. Yeah, this one. Is this a hunter? Who is making the sound? I don't know who's making the sound. I think a hunter's making the sound. I don't think so. I don't, like, the closest one is Axe Point. Axe Point doesn't make that when he uses Visit. It sounds, I mean, I think it's a Syrah. I don't know which one it is. I've never noticed it until every single time I go into the spawn selection and I'm like, wait, who is that? Oh, wait, where did the hunter spawn? Uh-oh. I think we died. Do we lose? Because I don't know where the hunter spawned. We might lose, boys. It might be over. Okay. It's, what is that? Penguin or Bonbon? Oh, it's a clown! Hold up, it's a clown! What is this? A rare clown sighting? Who's gonna win? Archer or clown? This is gonna be a tough one, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna hit the shot. Can we hit the shot at all? Am I even gonna be able to hit the shot at all? Like, forget the bullseye. Can I actually even hit the hunter at all? Can I even hit that? You think it's Archer's default noises? I think so too. I think so too. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so too. Hopefully he thinks... Yes. I don't know if he's like making pieces or does he think I'm there. He probably put on a piece thinking I'm gonna stay there, right? But no, I ran away. What is my man going to do? My man is probably gonna confine space this window if I had to guess. Yup, who would have known? I'm actually gonna shoot him in the head. Cause now if he dashes, it's gonna severely increase his... Yes! I told you it would! Because when you dash, when you go faster, it makes you significantly increase your laceration. Way more than without it. Not way more, but way faster, I should say. And I don't know what she's doing. She gets a harpy, and she's just chilling. She's just chilling. I don't know what's with the people. I don't know what they're doing. I had a perfectly good kite going. All she has to do when she gets a harpy is run away. She doesn't do that much. Let me guess, dies to blink now? Okay. Dies to blink now. By the way, coordinator with flywheel. Why are you even playing coordinator then? Just pick a better kiter. We're banning all the characters that coordinator would be good against. Like, what is this logic? Come on. Okay, so she also used her gun. Does he not have... Okay, well, it's not excitement. Unless she missed her gun. Unless she missed her gun and he didn't want to use his excitement because she missed her gun. I don't think so. No blink. No blink. So we don't know his trait. What is his trait? Maybe it's still excitement. Maybe she did miss her gun and it's excitement still. I mean, guys, if I kite for 60% and then our teammate barely kites 40%, imagine if I didn't take the first kite. This game would be in the dumpster bag already. We'd already be losing. You're playing a team. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was really bad. Anyway, I don't think... yes, we made him swing. Why does this work on every single clown player? Okay. Oh, now he put it on me. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him directly. Because I don't know if he's gonna... she's actually gonna be able to... Huh? What was that? What was that? She died to that? Okay, let's just assume it was a fluke, guys. Guys, it was a fluke. It was a fluke. They were playing better. They were playing better before that. Oh, wait a minute. Can we do something? Hold up, hold up. No, is he too short? Oh my god, I thought he was gonna be too short. Dude, that clown might have a little bit of like a gameplay difference. That skin, I should say, not that clown. Because the regular clown is a little bit taller than that. So then the heart would be taller up. Is there a hunter that you wouldn't be able to hit the heart on because they're too short? Is there any hunter shorter than the clown Joker skin from Arnold crossover? Is there anything shorter than that? Dream Witch? Dream Witch might be a little bit shorter than that. Not the main body, of course. The main body's huge. But the leech. Is the leech shorter than that? There might be a hunter where we might not be able to hit the hunter. when someone's picking up over a window, because I've done that before. I've done that before to a different hunter. It was a clerk, and clerk was very easy. The heart is quite a bit higher than the window, but that clown, his heart was almost at the bottom. I wasn't even sure we could hit it. Better to go for it, because the chair is so important. Look at how important the chair is. Now the hunter has to decide, does he camp or does he chase someone on the gate? Now, no one was at that gate, but let's say someone did have to do the gate. Now he's worried, because what if someone else goes for the rescue while he's gone? He can't really realistically make a safe choice at that point. We put him in a really difficult spot. Spider is still alive. Don't worry. Spider's going to be fine. We put him in a really tough spot there, because now he can't just put on his infinite rocket and just dash to the other gate, or to both gates, whichever ones he wants. He has to choose now, and he chose to camp, or maybe he just didn't have infinite rockets. Either one, he did end up camping, and it made us, made our choice to do the gate a lot easier. So that was the really important thing there. Even though we almost had the Cypher primed, it was really important that we prevent one extra chair, so that when he kills her immediately, looks like he killed her immediately, unfortunately. At least if she dies immediately after we pop the gates, then she at least has the chair timer. And now the hunter doesn't know, do I camp or do I go to the next chair? So that was really important for us to get that shot there, because now it just guarantees a tough choice from the hunter, rather than being like, okay, she's dead on chair. Because if we did let him chair, then the moment he chairs, we're gonna have to rescue him. That's fine. But then the next time she goes down, let's say she goes down immediately, she's gonna be dead on chair. We might not have enough time to do the game. Maybe that game we would have, even if she was dead on chair. Maybe. But it's just safer that way, because I'm not gonna use my bow. I'm gonna be going to the gate. We're not going to be trying to support her. It's especially bad if he has detention, because then the last thing I need is myself getting blinked on and then her getting dashed on immediately after. That would be a really bad thing to happen. So, make sure not to have that happen. Everyone else decoded pretty quick. Like, that was some good Cypher rush from our teammates right there. I took over the coordinator Cypher so that we weren't doing an extra Cypher. I just went ahead and did her Cypher right away. And our other two teammates obviously finished their own ciphers. Theirs had more progress because obviously we had a little bit of an infringement with the coordinator. So coordinator took the kite and then I just took over her cipher. No big deal. But yeah, used the flywheel, had 2 hits available and a flare gun, and died in 40 seconds. No blink. Listen, I don't know what these people are doing on their kites. So what I know for sure is she wasn't walking away from that cypher when she has a gigantic harpy on. If your teammate is literally dropping the pallet, now's probably a good time to leave that area, you know? I would think so, at least. Okay, hunter spawned in the top left corner. You guys are curious to see the spider? Spider? I meant the hunter. The hunter's gonna be a spider. Okay. I mean, it is a good spider map right now. This is a pretty good spider map. This hunter did ban Archer. I don't know what else. What else did they ban? This could be an opera singer. It is possible. Oh, it's photographer. I guess that makes sense. It's pretty easy to just support it from a distance. But Wildling is going to do a pretty good job at that too. Wildling might actually be even worse because our ability is infinite. That being said, I feel like this secure 2.5 second stun, if you have teammates who know what they're doing, both Wildling and Archer can be very good. But if you have survivors who are dying out in the open, then at that point, the what's it called? The Wildling is 100% better at that point. Because they're always going to be dying out in the open, and dying out in the open with a Wildling on your team is so much more efficient. He's going to come in here and hit me. I'm not going to be able to heal myself up, unfortunately. If it was closer to halfway... Is he actually going to drop me? He is going to drop me. Oh, we might actually be in trouble now. I don't know if we'll live here now. Hopefully someone else is closer. Oh, that's a little bit unlucky. Let's see. Oh no, he's gonna find me. Oh, we lost. Yeah, I'm the closest survivor. There was no closer survivor. Everyone else was on the other side of the map. Man, I always tell myself, maybe I should just not to decode the closest cipher to me, because this happens. This is what happens sometimes, every once in a while. But every time I do it, no one actually does, and no photographer actually does. And the one time I don't do it, where I don't get off the cipher I spawn by, they actually last second go ahead and pick me up. And it's so frustrating. There's nothing I could do about that. Now I guess I could get on the pig immediately, as long as we get a good rescue here. And the Anti-Queen should be able to keep herself alive here after she rescues here. So that's not an issue either. The question is, can she please just rescue before half? Why is she taking such a huge circle? Dude, they're not going to rescue me before half now. Okay, I don't know. He really went to go take a photo at the worst possible time. These photograph remains. Like, what is their game sense? You had a chair at 49%. All you have to do is swing right as it hits 49, and there's nothing he can do about it at that point. That's all you have to do. I understand that he's trying to get 2 people in the photo world right now and chair them, but he could have gotten an over half rescue, wait out the 50 seconds on Pig, and then just blinks him to death. I'm guessing that he's actually chairing across the map. We're going to go back to Graveyard. I'm actually going to go back to Graveyard because I'm guessing he's predicting I'm going to the other side of the map. This is a little bit annoying, but this is kind of the way it goes with wilding. Oh, unfortunately, someone doesn't know about that. Oh. Okay, that really sucks. Yeah, I mean, free hits like that, at this point, we almost for sure lose. Or at least tie with a free hit like that. Because now he can get blinked on. I think every single person can get blinked on now. Which is important because it also means that no one can rescue. So not only can he chase every single person, but it means that whoever he chases will go down to blink as long as he has blink. And then we're not going to be able to rescue him. I guess if I get healed fast enough, we're going to be able to rescue him. I'm very confused why he's choosing not to go after either of these survivors. Okay, now he's going after Antiquarian. Because she was decoding a Cypher there for a good second. We definitely need to heal up and reset on this next camera. The goal is to try to find the Acrobat. We're going to try to heal him up. Yeah, the camera's definitely up. Oh, he knows where... Oh, no. He's going to find us both. No, the pig is going to expose me. Okay. Do I have to hide further away? It's really sad because here's the thing. He used his card trick. I'm pretty sure we were the closest survivor. So when he comes after to check on Fire Investigator is now going to be... I wish the Fire Investigator ran away from me. If the Fire Investigator ran away from me, we would be able to... we would be able to not be so close to each other so he won't find us. But now he's probably going to find both of us. Oh no, it targeted the Antiquarian. Okay. I really want to heal up. Because we're not going to get that much decode out of this anyway. Yeah, especially because he's regularly checking the ciphers. We just want to heal. Come here, come here. We got to heal you. No, no, no. Why is he going to do the cipher? Why? We can come heal you. Oh, man. These people. Why are we doing the cipher? We're going to lose 50% progress on it. We can at least get a heal off, and then we can heal him once. And then we'll heal him again, and then he'll be full health, and that won't be an issue now. Is that her? Who is that? Who is dying over there? I need to make sure the card trick gets absorbed. Because I don't want her to get found. Oh no, she might still get found. I have to change target. Oh no, she's not getting found. Thank God. I don't want to run to her immediately, because in case he card tricks back, it's going to be very obvious where I'm running. It's going to be straight to her. Okay, now it should be pretty safe. And we need to heal her fully. I mean, I don't know why that Acrobat does the Acrobat not see my ping. We need to heal him in that situation. Because if we heal him, then we're going to get quarter damage in the real world plus 3/4 damage in the fake world. That evens out to half health, and then we can heal him again and make him regular health. That's the importance in that situation of actually making sure that we heal him. There's no point of going to do the ciphers. It's risky. He's been showing to check the ciphers consistently every time he activates the camera world, so we need to make sure we're being very careful. And if someone needs to get healed, it's better to just not do the ciphers while the cameras are up at that point. Have everyone else do the cipher machine, but there needs to be 2 people dedicated to healing that person. Now it doesn't matter, because now he's getting put on chair. So it turns out it didn't really matter, because he did get him put on chair now. But in the situation... Well, we don't really know straight. I mean, I guess he doesn't have blink. How has he not killed anyone yet? You know? Does he just not know? How would he know? Okay, well, this is really sad. I have a new plan. Yes! We need to help ourselves! Wait, does this throw me off the pig here? I'm actually very curious. Oh my god, it does. I didn't know that. It does. Oh. These little interactions. These little interactions I didn't know about. Oh, so it actually doesn't really work that well. You can't really save yourself because then you get thrown off the pig. You can save yourself if you're by a pallet, but we were just in an area with no pallets or windows. Oh, man, seriously. I mean, we had to do that. We had to do that. If I don't do that, I'm also going to get found. It was better than not trying. We do have the pig up now. But we do need a good rescue. Why do we have someone at quarter injury trying to help? I have my pig up. Good. So now we do live. I need a body block for her one time here. Okay, never mind. She's fine. So I'm just going to run away. I think they should have the Cypher primed. Okay, they actually might not because Acrobat was busy holding his ball out instead of doing the Cypher machine. Okay, we're going to try to get as far away as possible. Follow me. I'm going to get as far away as possible from our original place where he took the photo. Because in case he comes and knocks me down... Oh, am I going to be on the pig forever in the camera world? Or am I going to eventually get off? Because right now I'm on the pig in the camera world. It actually takes 4 hits to kill me right now in the camera world. Okay, so right now we're not going to heal fully. Because if we heal fully, then we're going to be quarter injury later. So we don't want to do that. Also, we let him know that we heal, which is like another whole issue. We don't want to give him that knowledge. For now, I think it's best to go to graveyard. Because our ciphers are top broken, mid broke, reception, and graveyard. Can you actually not cut this corner? You actually cannot cut this corner. Okay. Oh, he's actually coming. Oh, if he injures me, that would be really annoying. Because then we're going to reset the healing progress. Every time you get injured, you reset the healing progress. I think we can heal him up, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we can heal him up. I'm pretty sure he will survive a hit here. I actually don't know. We should do the math on this. 3/4 becomes, 3/8. Oh, this is getting confusing. I'm pretty sure he survives. We'll do the math later. Yeah, he definitely survives. I don't know why he hit him. Why did he hit him? Why did he hit him? Now we can heal him up. We have to get the Cypher primed before we rescue. Because if I rescue before it's primed, he's going to go after me. I'm dead on chair. So we have to make sure it's primed before we go rescue. He's going to activate the camera, but it's not going to do a whole lot. I mean, it will, because we have to keep that in mind for the end game situation. That he could come after me and pick me up now. We have to make sure the Cypher's primed. You know, there is something else I can do. I could also just rescue now. And just get on my pig. There we go. Because he hasn't shown to have blinks. So there's no, like, surprise blink happening here. Okay, that was a really good stun. I think it's best to just focus on decoding at this point. I would focus on decoding. Because he's just going to go pick me up now. We need to split up. Dude. Dude, why didn't we pop? Why didn't we pop? I don't get it. Okay, well, they can pop now. We should have popped way sooner. We should have popped way sooner because that's more time on the gates. Less time that he... Because now, the time he spends chairing me is gonna be a lot less efficient because we're already onto our next objective. While he's busy trying to still chair me, we're already onto the gates. And so we just lost like a couple seconds there, I think. Maybe no one was at the gates, so it doesn't really matter. But in that case, I guess do we have 2 people sitting on the Cypher for that long though? Okay, we should be fine here. We should be fine. I don't know. That was a sketchy game. That was a sketchy game. We had to save ourselves there. We had to save ourselves. I guess what I should have done is I should have dashed last second. Okay, at least our teammates are pinging. Like, I appreciate that the Acrobat pings that the hunter is near him, so I know not to go to him. It's so wildly underrated. The value of pinging. I mean, everyone's talking about VC, VC, VC. You can do almost everything that VC can do inside the game with pings right now. The only thing you wouldn't be able to do... He had Blink, by the way. He had Blink. Why didn't he chase... Did he use Blink? Did he use Blink? Why did he never go after... There was a point where every single person was injured. Okay, he didn't know where I was and where the fire investigator was, but he could find out where anyone is at any point with his full presence. Why didn't he not use his card trick the one time we had everyone injured? And just try to kill either the Antiquarian or the Acrobat with a Blink. I don't know. Did he already use his Blink? How many Blinks did he use that game? If he used the Blink, then he definitely had another one at some point. He could have used the Blink on me when I was getting my pig after I rescued. Because at that point, I was like thinking, okay, maybe this guy doesn't have blink. Maybe this guy took excitement. At least it's a win. Yeah, it was at least a win. I thought we were going to like at least tie that game. But dude, that anti-crane first of all coming way too late to the chair to rescue me. And then she gets away with it because he's busy fiddling on his camera instead of actually focusing on the rescue. All he has to do is swing there, and I'd probably go after him. I'm pretty sure I would go after half. If he were to force her off by any way, even if she gets off and doesn't get terror shock, that's not the important part. I'm pretty sure I would go after half if she lets go at that point. And she has to, otherwise she's going to get terror shock. How do you not feel tired playing at an E5? You mean for like how long? For like 54 minutes? Obviously not tired after 54 minutes. After like 6-7 years, what year are we on? I don't know what year are we on. Yeah, it gets pretty tiresome a little bit, but I think there's always something new to play in the game. There's always something. Did this hunter ban meteorologist before? I mean, it does make sense to ban meteorologist. I'm pretty sure she can heal chip damage. Like, she just heals half health as long as someone's sitting under the cloud. And she can heal multiple people. I think a single cloud can heal up to 2 people. As long as both people stand underneath it immediately, I'm pretty sure. You can't heal 2 people at the same time. No. So you know what? This is a pretty suspicious ban. I don't think anyone should be banning meteorologists. I mean, dude, prove me wrong. It could just be a random hunter who's banning meteorologists for God knows what reason. But I think Barmaid is a good enough character to still be played against most hunters. Something like Doctor would be much riskier. Barmaid is a more safer pick. More utility for our survivors. And also, I think more utility for me that I can heal while moving instead of healing while staying in place. It's not a very good strategy to heal while staying in place. Very weird spawn. Alright, Hunter's completing the PP spawn. That's interesting. Alright, you don't usually see the spawn from the Hunter because it's pretty easy to get a good start to your kite because of the fact that there's a window blocking them on that side of the map. They have to go all the way through the door or the pal side, and it makes it for a much better start. So that's a little bit interesting. I guess he could go middle. He doesn't have to go for factory. You thought I hated Barmaid? It looks like it might be the photographer again. Who's banning meteorologist? Okay, it's not a photographer because there will be a camera right there. Oh no, it is a photographer. Okay. Called it. Okay, we're gonna go to his spawn. We're just gonna do the cipher he spawned by. And by he, I mean the hunter. There might not be a bad corner cipher. Okay, there is, luckily, though, which means we get a guaranteed unblocked cipher, and he's not gonna be chilling here. There's also no camera on top of the cipher, so it's also extra safe that way. Oh no, there is. What am I talking about? There is. Oh yeah, so it's not as safe, but you know what? He's probably not gonna come here. Spider tour? You guys want a spider tour? He's still walking around in there. He's exploring his surroundings. He can't walk up the glass. I don't know what it is with his feet, but he can't walk up glass. Very weird. I don't know what's going on there. Does anyone a spider biologist? Why can't spiders walk up glass? Or why can't this spider walk up glass? Yeah, very weird. He's probably going to try to find another person here. Oh no, or is he just going to try to cheer 2 people? And in moments like these... Oh no, is she right next to a chair? Is she actually going to get chaired here? Okay, thankfully no. So now he hit her for basically no reason. Because he could have just hit her once and she would have been also 1 hit. But now we can heal that damage, is the difference. So also I can heal myself. This is wildly efficient. It means I won't be dead to blink now. Looks like our teammate is chasing here, is getting chased. I see our Seer's just standing still. Ooh, she got blinked down. Okay, he has slow pal breaking. That's pretty important information to know. That means we could loop windows a little bit better against him. I don't think we will because of that full presence, but the option is there if we want to. But more importantly, it means that every single time we use a pallet, he's going to be way more behind than he should be if he just carried faster pal breaking. So, a little bit unfortunate that she... man, maybe I shouldn't have used that drink. I think it was actually a mistake to use the drink. I thought we would have healed before he gets his camera back up. But no, of course not. And you know what, guys? We can't even heal ourselves in camera world right now because I'm literally decoding a cipher machine. I can't heal myself right now. Unless for some reason I'm not decoding, but I can't heal myself because I'm busy decoding in the real world. I actually didn't think about that. It takes 30 seconds to heal yourself and then 19 seconds to heal yourself again. it only takes a 45-second cooldown on the camera. So there is... I should be a little bit more careful here. There is... hold up. So 30 plus 19... That's 49 seconds. He has a 4-second gap where he can take the camera while we're still injured. I should have saved that bottle. I should have saved that bottle and let the photo happen. And then we heal ourselves after this photo, because now we're injured. Depending on the situation, I will still drink it, but it might be more valuable to heal someone else, depending on the situation. Okay, no, we definitely have to rescue this guy. Because it's really important that the seer is not the one rescuing, because that way we can get a good owl on the person off of chair that way. So him not having... What's it called? Him not having pallet boost means that... Sorry, pallet boost. Pallet break. Him not having pallet break means a little bit something extra. A little bit underrated on Photographer, especially, I think. Because he's always going to be basic attacking. But there is something a little bit special that no one talks about that I feel like has actually become pretty good ever since they buffed, and that's Withering Effect. I always crap on Withering Effect, but in the past years, they've actually made it quite decent. And Withering Effect, by the way, I thought he would take a picture there, but he didn't end up taking a picture there. My bad. But in the recent years, Withering Effect, what Withering Effect has done is it makes it so you basically get no speed bonus after you get hit. So, if I were in that situation where he had faster pallet breaking, he would have had Withering Effect as well. And in that case, I would have been slowed down. I don't get a movement speed buff from getting hit. And I would make the rescue still, but I'm pretty sure one of us is going to get farmed immediately. And so that's an example of how Withering Effect would have actually saved this Photographer from all that time he just spent chasing, plus a blink, he would have saved had he just had Withering Effect. And so, something to think about if you guys play Photographer, that Withering Effect, you only have to be 10 meters away from the chair, and that was definitely 10 meters away from the chair. I know I say definitely, but it's not really actually that obvious if it's actually 10 meters away from the chair. But from my experience, I can tell you that was 10 meters away from the chair, and that would have slowed us down right there. We would have gotten slowed down, we would have still made the rescue, but someone is getting hit immediately because I wasn't able to rescue as quickly when I'm getting slowed down. Okay, hopefully we can pop the Cypher Machine, and hopefully we can rescue him. I actually don't think we're going to rescue him. But we also... Do we need to help on the Cypher Machine? Okay. We don't really need to help the Cypher Machine. They're just going to stay focused on the coding? I don't know, man. We can see on the minimap where he gets chaired, by the way. Oh, that's pretty good to know where dungeon is. He's chairing right here. He's getting chaired right here. On the minimap, you can literally see it. Oh, we might be in trouble. He's saying get out of here. What do you think I'm doing? We'll make it without the speed drink. Yeah. He has to give up that chase, which is amazing for us, because he doesn't have blink up, right? Did he really give that up? Not with him having blink? I hope not. Because he should have blinked me there. I'm pretty sure he didn't have blink there, though. Because after that, he suspiciously swapped traits. I'm like, man, that's kind of sus. Hunter's nearby, fella. I hope Blake saw my ping. I am going to give him one more warning inside Discord, and we're going to tell him that dungeon is Moongate. Triple pallet. In case he doesn't know what Moongate is. So this is pretty bad. But if he can just get to Moongate. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to get to Moongate because there's still footsteps there. So if Blake is not aware, he might just get read like a book. He's going to hold his card trick. He's going to teleport right on top of dungeon. Blake, you're cutting it close. I'm already reading this Photographer like a book, but it doesn't matter. We still end up getting that dungeon. So why did that work? What exactly happened there? Basically, at some point he teleported, and then he card tricked back to the chair. And then he card tricked back to the gate. And then, because your cooldown is shorter than the time it takes for the footsteps to disappear, you can always teleport back to where you were last standing before the footstep runs out. So, if you really want to, you could infinitely, because the cooldown is 8 seconds, and it only takes about 5 seconds to go back the maximum distance on your footsteps. And the maximum distance is 15 seconds ago. If it takes you 13 seconds to go back to the 15-second maximum, that means you will always be able to go back to where you were last standing, where you want to go. So as long as you immediately use the card trick, you can go back to where you were last standing. So if you teleport and then you card trick back to the chair, those footsteps at the gate will last for 15 seconds. And it only takes you 13 seconds to get back there. So it will always last. And then reverse applies. You use your card trick to go back to the gate. Well, now your footsteps at the chair. So then now you can do the exact same thing, and it only takes you 13 seconds to go back to the chair. That's exactly what happened right there in that situation. Is that he just kept doing that over and over. And it made it so that he's guarding both the gate and the dungeon, which is really smart from that photographer. The issue with that is that he doesn't have blink. So he has no easy way to kill the fire investigator. If the fire investigator is full health, then he can just wait out the tension, which I think he did. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check. If he had full health, then I would have just waited it out instead of going for it. I'm not sure. Let's actually check right now. Did he have full health? No, he didn't have full health. So you know what? Maybe it was the right play to just go for it. It would be pretty hard, especially with no abilities, to actually make dungeon at that point. So you know what? Or gate, because wherever he goes, Hunter will just camp right in front of him. So you know what? Maybe he made the right play there, because if he doesn't go for it... I mean, then again, though, you don't know where the photographer is going to teleport. He could have been right in front of dungeon instead of behind dungeon, and then we're not getting that tie. And at that point, you could say, oh, it would have been better to just play it safe, you know, instead of just letting yourself die like that and hoping that he's in the wrong spot. Yeah, I did see that Gravekeeper band. A little bit interesting. I guess it could be Wheel. Could be Wheel. Are there any other characters? Hunter spawned below me. Maybe it's Percy. I don't know. Well, is Percy's that scared? Might be Anne. Yeah, it might be Anne, Breaking Wheel, or Wax. Those are all good guesses. Yeah, those are all really good guesses. Okay, thankfully we didn't spawn on the mud pile. Fun fact, this mud pile actually slows you down. That's like this map's gimmick. It is Wax Artist. This map's gimmick is that the mud slows you down. You know how Roller Coaster exists on Mule? You guys know how on the church you can break the breakable walls? On this map, the gimmick is the mud. There's only 2 of them on the map. And they're really tiny. They're not on any kiting routes. Every once in a while, you might get slowed down by it if you're like rescuing, you don't think about it. But usually it's not a big deal. It exists. It exists, but a lot of people don't. Do people even know about that? Like, people probably spawn by it, and they probably know, okay, there's this mud sound. Where is this coming from? But do you guys actually know it slows you down if you step on it? Same for the Hunter, by the way. So that's Hunter, you also don't want to step on it. Maybe people know about it. That's like the map's weird gimmick. I don't know. Does it really matter? This Hunter might have Warp or Teleport. This is really suspicious. He's still not starting a chase? Okay. Looks like he was just carefully choosing his target. He didn't want to chase someone at hospital, probably. I don't know. Maybe. Quick non-talking break. 1 minute non-talking break. Been talking for like the past 45 minutes. Oh, Bree! I have to show you the penguin. He's right here. Hold up. Do we have time? It's a little bit risky right now to leave the chair. Does Chinatown have a gimmick? You can turn on the fireplace. No, Chinatown doesn't have a gimmick. But you can turn on the fireplace inside of the clay shop. You can turn it on and off. It doesn't do anything. You know what? You're actually right. Most maps don't have a gimmick. Some of them do, some of them don't. On Golden Cape, it feels like they've been trying to make it more of a gimmick. On some maps. Other maps, you're right, they don't. Orange Factory doesn't have a gimmick. But I always assumed it's because, you know, it's the OG map. Hospital is also OG. They both came out at the same time. But Orange Factory is like the basic, the raw basic map. Then you got Hospital, which like focuses on one central building. Which encourages the use of connecting your routes. I think it really teaches transitioning really well. I feel like we're in trouble. If he has Warp, we're in trouble. Can we still make it? We only got 50 on him. You know what? That's good enough, because we can still stun him. Ugh! Got him! Barely in range. Learning that range a little bit better. Day by day, we're getting better at learning that range. I hope she doesn't die now. That was a good stun. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. We actually might want to consider helping her in this case, now that I think about it. Why am I leaving her? I'm a supporter. I need to get in that harasser mindset. No, I missed. We're getting better. We're getting better. You know, it just takes a couple time. You know, she'll live at least. She might even lose her wax. No. It was not worth it. It was not worth it. If she lost her wax, it would have been mega worth it. That was not worth it. We even missed a shot. Where did I even shoot? Where did I even shoot? Where did I shoot? Did I not even... I'm like aiming for the heart, right? I'm aiming for the heart. On paper, the easiest spot to hit would be the heart, because that way if we miss, we're at least still hitting him, right? We didn't hit him at all. What happened? Or are we not rescuing? Okay, you know what? We have to help for this rescue. We have to help for the rescue. Hopefully this man comes here. If he comes here, because if he rescues by himself, he's gonna get hot waxed. We have to rescue together. Oh wait, he has tide turner. That was actually a mistake. I forgot, because no one ever carries tide turner. Wait. Wow, we actually saved her life! Oh no, fire investigator might just kill himself for no reason. We saved her life because she got 100 wax right there. I'm gonna stand right here. Never mind, no need. He's gonna take the hit immediately. He might just pick me up. Yeah, okay. Well, now I guess it's not that great still. It's honestly not that great. I think at least it's better than her dying. But that was really good because he got 100 wax on her, so he stunned her, but then we stunned him, and so it cancels out, and then no one gained anything. In fact, I guess the cheerleader gained her life. That's what she gained. This is fine. You know what? It's actually not fine because of hot wax. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. Beautiful pop, but I don't know if she's gonna live. You know, this game could have been a lot simpler had I just shot that one swing. Shot that one swing. Hit that one shot. That makes a lot more sense. Darkwoods has swings. Yeah, I forgot. Darkwoods does have swings. Well, we're not doing this anymore. Fire investigator got, that's a problem. Guys, I don't know if we'll make it. It's wax artist. Maybe if we use the trees really well. He actually spawned behind me. He got read like a book. I need help. Come on, tree. And I don't mean the survivor. I mean the tree. I need help, tree. Survivor can also help a little bit. Hunter's change target. Does he have dungeon? Oh, he put a ball. No. Oh, no. Leave. Did he escape? He escaped. Let's go. He got read like a book at the end there. Screw technical. Screw technicality. Game sense is where it's at. All those misses with the bow doesn't matter. Game sense wins in the end. There we go. That's the power of being able to play the game for so long that it doesn't matter what character you pick. It doesn't matter how bad you are. As long as you're alive and you know where to run, the hunter can't stop that. At least they can't stop that. And that is the value in knowing your routes, knowing your games, is knowing when to do what at the right time. It was a 50-50. I got lucky that he's teleported on my gate and not the other gate. I'll admit, we got lucky. But in the case that he does teleport on my gate, then we could get a win if I just don't go for it. But let's say he teleports on the other gate, well then we always tie at that point. But if he teleports on my gate, there is a chance that we win, right? Me running to the other gate, and let's say he teleports to that gate that I was running to, not a big deal. Because I'll still be able to open my gate, we'll still get a tie. So I'm not really risking anything. It was low risk, because we're still going to be able to tie if he teleports on the other gate. It's not like I'm committing so hard that I'm next to the gate. If he teleports, I'm at a point where if he teleports on either one, it's okay. If he teleports on my gate, we could get a win. If he teleports on their gate, I'm still close enough to my gate to escape. So that was the really important thing there. Bree, I gotta show you this penguin. Maybe we'll show the spider later too. Oh, stream still good? Yeah, stream's still good. Alright. Nope, our stream's not good now. Alright, let's plug it back in. Hopefully no one is banning anything dumb. Good. I'm not gonna kill the spider. I'm gonna release the spider. First officer. Dupree, check him out. He's so cute. So cute, look at him. He's got a little keychain on him, so you could put him on a keychain if you want, but I'm not gonna put him on a keychain. He's way too fat. How am I gonna put my car keys in my pocket with this thing in there? He's really cute though. Look at that. Seki, how often do you get a haircut? Usually I've gotten it every 5 months. The most recent haircut I've gotten, there was only like 2.5 months before I got it again. So usually it's been every 5 or 6 months, but then after that, I decided, you know what? I had one in like October, then I decided to have another one in December. No, was it in January? I think it was in January where I decided to have another one, where I had one in like November or October, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have another one in like 2.5 months, because I felt like I should get it a little bit sooner. Look at him, he's so cute. He's got the keychain. Look at that. So I went to the Shed Aquarium today. We had a field trip to the Shed Aquarium. I've never had a field trip in college. I've never had a field trip in high school. It's so sad. Dude, it's I haven't been on a field trip since 8th grade pretty much. So that was 8 years ago now. So we went to the Shed Aquarium today. We got this little dude. Super cute. I was trying to find a slightly bigger version of him, but the only ones they had was like a blue one, a light blue one. I'm like, I want the gray one though. I like the gray one better. So I'm like, you know what? The small keychain version is still pretty cute. What is this? Hunter change target. Every single time someone says that, I just assume. Because how do you know so early? How does he know that the hunter's already not coming for him? He doesn't. I just got slowed down for no reason. I hope he's not coming for me. He came into my range and then walked out. I have a very scary feeling that when top hunters realize how easy it is to walk in and out and then walk back in and you barely lose anything, you're going to gain more than you lose by going in and out and then back in. Because then she's still 30% slowed for the next 5 seconds. I'm a little bit scared. This is the one thing I'm scared of with Archer. We're getting slowed down again. So again, imagine he walks in, walks out, walks back in. And at the highest level of the game, you know that those Asian hunters, I don't know about any of you. I don't know if Sprinter would go this far, but knowing how good Sprinter's at the game, I would imagine that he would, I don't know, have one of his friends just sit down in like a custom match on voice chat. Maybe he even gets his ult account out. Maybe he has like an ult account and he just looks at the screen to see how close he needs to be to trigger the heartbeat. And then he just walks out, walks back in. And now you have a 30% slowdown for 30 seconds, which is game losing. It's actually game losing for something like that to happen. No, don't die. That was such a sad way to die. Dude, the animation actually makes it so difficult to shoot. Some hunters pickup animation actually makes it so difficult. That was not like a heart sitting in the same place. I don't want to rescue this. That was such a waste of a bullet, but I didn't expect him to. He moves around so much with that accessory. Great, are we gonna have another hunter where I'm gonna have to individually memorize like the way the heart moves for every accessory? I think we are. Some hunters like Axeboy, I think are gonna be easier with the accessory though. Because he doesn't move around very much. Am I just out of range or can you just never see his heartbeat when he's invisible? Have we found the counter? Okay, guys. Oh, Antiquarian is gonna do something. I'm getting out of here. Wait, it's only 1 second. Okay. I don't think she's gonna make it anymore, though. What, you guys? Should I go for it? There's a chair right there, though. It doesn't make sense. It's a little bit sad that I didn't get that shot off. Honestly, I don't think it's really worth the rescue. Hold up, if she gets pressured hard, though, we kind of have to help, though. No, is she actually going for it? The problem is that having a half-health person this close means that he just goes after her now. We have to do this, Cypher. I don't know if she'll be able to live now. I don't think I'm prepared for this, guys. I'm not prepared for this. The way the heart moves around. Maybe on the side, it appears to move around a lot more. Maybe from the front, it moves a lot less. I feel like we have to. No, but we have to decode, too. If we're harassing, then we're not going to have the last Cypher started. It's a tough call to make. I'm going to say, knowing my skill level, I'm not confident that we'll be able to save her life. I don't think we'll be able to save her life. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get hit by a foggy blade here. Yeah, you just literally can't see the heartbeat. Oh, this is a really bad situation. Oh, he's going around. What can I do here? I just missed! I just missed 2 times in a row. Well, then maybe we'll bait him. Yes, we baited him! I'm pretty sure that's a 20% increased stun. I do carry increased stun on my survive because it is game winning if you can get a stun. Snooze, not so game winning. Not so game winning because usually it's not going to matter at that point. Like a couple extra seconds is usually not going to matter. Shoot, I think we die here. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a lucky guess, but I'll take it. Yeah, at that point he has to give up chase. What was that? What was that? Wow, so you actually can't see the heartbeat on Ripper. And she's dead immediately. Or was she at half health? If she was at half health, then you know what? I guess it's understandable. We need to do the Cypher, though. That's what I know for sure. We gotta do the Cypher, otherwise we're losing. Dude, the mind games with that pallet, with this is not that great of a pallet, honestly. If you're on this side of the wall, it's a lot better. But even if you are, then the hunter just breaks and now you're on the edge of the map stuck. Which is the problem with this pallet that I found out over the years. This map has been out for a couple months. Over the months, I mean. This is what I've learned with this pallet. Is that, yes, this wall is short, but how you deal with short wall pallets is you want to get on the longer side. Every pallet usually has like a longer side. The only issue is if you get on the long side, well then now the hunter breaks the pallet and now you're stuck on this side of the map with nothing. Although sometimes, beautiful pop by the way. Although sometimes you could make it to this window if the hunter has slow pallet breaking. Like if they break it from that side, on the Cypher side, and you're on the edge of this wall, you could still make that window. If they have slow pallet breaking. Otherwise you're not. Leave your window open? Why are you saying leave your window open? Are we gonna sneak in? Excuse me? Alright. You know, it was a learning experience, guys. That was a learning experience. It's certainly a learning experience. She was not half health. Damn, so she just took 2 hits instantly. It's fine. I'm not upset about it because she did really well before that. Like, I'm surprised she lived before that. I guess if she has stick, you know, it's not easy though because she can't see the hunter when he's about to swing. Sometimes you can, every once in a while. The hitbox on that tree is bigger than it looks. I don't know what he's talking about, but guys, I'm gonna try to show you guys the spider. If I could get something to trap it on the bottom side with. I think he's still here. Did he escape? Guys, did he escape? Oh no, he's there. He's chilling. Gotta be careful. I don't want to crush his legs. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see him. What? Can you guys see him? That's him. That's him right there. Look at him. He's chilling. Yeah, you can't really see him because this weird mug is shaped like I don't know, like as if almost you could put a bottle cap on this thing, so I guess the foil isn't helping. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can flip him upside down though. Oh yeah. There we go. I don't think he'll be able to crawl out. It doesn't look like he can walk on glass. We'll try to get a aerial view of this guy. You guys see him? Can you guys see him? Oh, when I'm making it sideways, he can crawl out a little bit. Okay, this is risky. I don't think yeah, he's there. You can see him. He's not that small. He's not that small. He's a scary fella. He might bite you. I know. I would say he would be the size of like this this fingernail. A little bit bigger than that though, because if you count his legs, the body is the size of your fingernail, like my fingernail. And that's not counting how the legs spread out. Oh my god, we matched with Miki. Look at this. Look at that little dude. Can you still see him? I don't think so. So we gotta be gentle. Look at him. He's coming. He's making his way. Oh yeah, he can. Every time I put it down, he just slides back down. Yeah, he can't escape. Wait, where is he? You guys might be able to see him better than I can. He's right there. Oh yeah, he's walking. Okay, just in case he finds a way, I'm gonna put the paper back on the top. Okay, this area is probably blocked. Yep. It's a naiad. Okay. I'm a little big. Alright, I'll fix that in a second. That's fine for now, though. Interesting. Going after the Gravekeeper? I don't know about that. Dude, it's so quiet when I don't have my headset on. It feels lonely talking to myself in this room. Okay, it might not be a bad idea to just consume the shovel for the 100. As long as he doesn't take a hit right after. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Copium. It's fine. Alright. Camera's looking good now. Nice and even. So yeah, that's the spider. We're gonna release him outside. I don't kill the spiders. Especially when I saw that one video of someone smashing a spider. With like something, with some object. And then a bunch of baby spiders come out. Dude, I'm not messing with that. We're just gonna release the spider. Sai, what do you think of the new hunter? I think it's cool to see one inspired by Baba Yoga. First of all, there's a new hunter coming. Second of all, who the hell is Baba Yoga? I don't know who Baba Yaga is. Gravekeeper is dead. With both his shovels gone. How did that happen? Did he get blinked? He might have gotten blinked. I mean, when you take a bubble hit, if you take a water hit, and then a basic hit, yeah, you're gonna die to blink after that. Your teammate Farmbusker has been recommended Spectator Pros. Who is that, Blake? That's Blake. Just gotta check on the spider, make sure he's not doing any funny business. Okay, we really need someone to finish a cipher on that other side of the map so you don't get 3 cipher locked on that side. I have a feeling that Miki does have a cipher there, but he just got knocked off of it, so it shouldn't be too hard to finish at least 1 cipher there. Because remember, each side of Moonlit only spawns 3 ciphers. 1 at bridge is guaranteed. That bridge cipher is always guaranteed to spawn. And then the other 6 ciphers. There's 7 ciphers if you didn't know. If you didn't know, background. Every single IDV match you started in a 1v4 game, whether that be quick match or rank match, has 7 ciphers. You only have to do 5 of them. When there's 1 cipher remaining, that means there's 3 remaining. Because there's always going to be 2 extra than you actually need. So right now we need 3 ciphers. Add plus 2, we have 5 extra by that logic. Sorry, not 5 extra. 2 extra, so in 5 in total on this map. So when we have 1 cipher remaining, we're going to have 3 on the map. But remember what I said earlier? There could be 3 on each side of the map and then 1 on bridge. If you finish every cipher on 1 side of the map and then finish the 1 at bridge, you have the last 3 ciphers all on the same side of the map. Which makes it very easy as a hunter to just protect them. Because they're all pretty close to each other at that point. Some of them might be closer sometimes than other times. Sometimes you might get like a cipher all the way behind tent. And then another one at working carousel. And that's not easy to protect. But other times, you'll get a cipher at like inside tent. And then 1 at the 4th stop. And then 1 at the like underneath the 3rd stop. And in combinations like that, they're not as hard to protect. Or you could get something else. You might get behind 10 and then fourth stop and then the one at third stop. If that might not be a possible spawn. I'm not sure if that's a possible spawn. Because there can only be a couple of possible spawns in a given possible match. There can't be more than like, I think there's like 6 possible cipher layouts there can be. Maybe 7. I don't know exactly. But not every combination is possible. Just so we're aware, you can see what combinations there are in the game if you click on the map information for Moonlit by going into a custom. But I wouldn't go that far. I would just, every single time I go in a match, I've never needed to memorize the cipher spawns. But knowing the way they spawn is important. Knowing that there's 3 on each map will severely reduce how much time you waste looking on one side of the map for a cipher. Because if you already know everyone's popped a cipher on that side of the map, then stop searching there. There's no cipher to be done there because there's only 3 that spawn on that side. Now we're doing the bridge cipher. This bridge cipher is always guaranteed to spawn here. I anyway have to pass by the bridge because I need to get on the other side of the map. But you know, it's stuff like this. Good, I did not want to hit her anyway. I actually got a bullseye on her, by the way. I didn't even hold long enough. I just got a bullseye on her. I wasn't even trying to. My goal is to just put water on her as soon as... Sorry, put laceration on her as soon as possible. Because the moment you put laceration on her, if she ever dashes, she just instantly gets stunned. Did I accidentally pop that? No, I was at 75%. I looked away right as that was happening. But yeah. With hunters that are fast, you don't even worry about trying to stun them unless they're like right next to you. Then you need to stun them. But if they're pretty far away from you, and they are relying on their fast movement speed to catch up to you, shoot them as quickly as possible. Because if they rely on that fast movement speed, the laceration damage increases exponentially. It's not like it increases the same amount over the same distance, right? It's not that it's based off of, oh, if you walk 50 meters, you get stunned. That's not how it works at all. It's not based off of distance. It is based off of how fast you travel that distance. So, that means that someone who walks... That means someone who walks a little bit of distance... Like, look at this. This is going to be an easy stun. She barely took any distance. Well, she doesn't have blink, so we don't have to play her on blink. What are you going to do? Break it? I mean, I would love... We need to hit her here. I think we can actually make it on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can. I don't know if we want to, though. We might not want to. Do we want to? I don't think it's actually a good idea. I'm going to try to kite this out normally. We still have this pallet to work with. No, maybe that was a mistake, but if I take that coaster, then she just uses the harpoon and she might even tear shock me off of it. She still got 50 for that. That's the annoying part. I don't think dungeon is there. I feel like I got ripped off there, like that I got 50 from that. I mean, we're definitely kiting. We're definitely kiting. Ooh, nice try. Gotta get a little bit closer than that. We still got this crossbow, which actually could be useful. She missed again. Okay, the crossbow's not going to be useful. We need to get to the pallet. No, we're not going to make it. Oh my god! She went for a charge attack. I still don't have dungeon. Wait, she's going to get stunned though. Okay, maybe we're fine. I think we die here. We're not going to make it. Wait a second. I have another one. I forgot. No, I need to go for another one. I hate these pallets. I hate the pallets where you can't hide behind because you can still get hit. If she just walks a little bit forward, she can still hit me. That's so sad. I don't know if we would make it at that point, though. Like, without any abilities from this area, I don't think we would make it anyway. Unless Dungeon was, like, really at God Corner. I mean, she got kited to 3 out of 5 dungeon spots. You know, you're not going to get lucky every single time, but I think we can all agree that in 60% of situations, we win that. We actually win that in 60% of situations. I could go to God Corner. I mean, maybe I should have checked. I didn't check God Corner, so I guess we only win in 40%. We only win in 40% of situations. Honestly, on a map as huge as Moonlit, winning in 40% of situations on a situation where you got warped on your gate and you are stuck on the corner of the map is amazing. Like, if you are playing that well, it doesn't matter the result at that point. Like, yes, you drew the match, but that doesn't mean you didn't put up a really good fight to put dungeon. Like, that hunter, I'm sure that every single time we made it to, like, slide, or when we made it to slide, she was like wiping off the sweat off her brow because she know we would have dungeon if it weren't for that. Or was it that slide? I guess I'd never checked. I guess I just kind of assumed. Let's just say that it was only at, let's just say we only checked, like, behind bridge. Okay, let's just say we only checked behind bridge. She's still swiping at her bra, wiping it away. That sweat. Because we made it fair and square to that dungeon from across the map. So if we made it from there, we could really make it from any dungeon as long as we know where it is. I don't think it was on that side of the map, though. Yeah, that pallet stun was crazy. And every single pallet stun is 20% extra pallet stun. And I don't carry snooze because I feel that that extra second on a stun matters way more than an extra 6 seconds in total on chair. And that's if you never get rescued. If you get rescued at like 25%, you lost 1.5 seconds. Because the next time you get chaired, it's going to skip from 25 to 50. Every 50% is 3 seconds that snooze does. But because snooze doesn't trigger right away, the way snooze works is it's not like it pauses the timer for the first 3 seconds. The way it works is that it makes the chair timers increase by percent slower. So instead of increasing by, this is not true, it does not increase by 1% every second, but let's say it increases by 1% every second. With snooze, it is now increasing, as an example, 0.7% every second. So every second you're not getting rescued, you are getting more value with snooze. The reason that's not very reliable as a trait, though, is because sometimes you're just going to have to get rescued early. Sometimes the hunter leaves you, and we're going to get an early rescue out of it, and the hunter might come back, and you might not get the full value out of snooze. Or sometimes it's a hunter that requires us to come rescue you sooner than later. Maybe it's Hellember. Maybe it's Bonbon. In the case that he just automatically swings and we came at the chair at 25%, we're just going to have to rescue at that point. We need to give ourselves the extra time as rescuers to be able to dodge the abilities to bait stuff out or to just be able to sneak inside when the hunter's not expecting it. And that's where snooze kind of falls short. Snooze is really good when you never rescue teammates, and that's where it shines in tournaments because there is a reason to go for ties that game. In tournaments, you literally could get paid thousands of dollars for that. For knowing how to tie games, for knowing when not to rescue. Same thing in rank match, but in rank match, we're always going for the win. We're never going to use a tie build. Snooze is a tie-oriented trait because you're expecting to go down, you're expecting not to kite, and there are a lot of unkiteable kiters. That's why snooze makes sense. But when we're banning all these unkiteable hunters, and we're left with the realistic hunters to kite, at that point you want to commit into kiting. Because kiting is what's going to win you games. Sitting on chair for an extra couple seconds is not going to win you games. But that extra second you get on a stun it's not just an extra second of them getting stunned. Because remember, they also have to then walk that same distance. So if you think about it, if you gained an extra 1 second of distance of them just sitting there, then once they finally stop sitting there, there's still a paladin in their way. Even if they break that, even if, I don't know, maybe they got stunned same side and they don't have to break the paladin, they just follow you. Because they stood still for 1 second, that's longer that they have to catch up. So it's not just the time that they spend standing still, it's the time they have to then spend walk after you. And because they were standing still for longer, they also now have to spend longer walking after you. Therefore, increased stun could be up to 3 seconds longer, maybe even longer, depending on the stun, the type of stun you got, on what pal you got the stun. Is it a pal like this? If it's a pal like this and you stun him on that side next to the window, there's a paladin in their way now. Not only are they getting stunned longer, not only do they have to walk further to get after you because they got stunned longer, there's a freaking paladin in their way. So very often, increased stun is giving you like around 3 seconds. Let's not count the pal because even without increased stun, the pal is still in the way. But with increased stun, you're getting around 3 seconds of extra distance, which, by the way, may I remind you, is how much time you get for snooze, for sitting on a chair for half the time, for 50%. And it's really hard to get stuns, but at the same time, there are situations where you have to go for a stun, where you have no option but to go for a stun, because if you don't go for a stun, you will die. You will not escape that powder. And so in that situation, at that point, you have nothing to lose with the stun, as opposed to something with snooze, where it's usually not going to come down to a couple seconds on the chair at that point. That's usually not what it comes down to at that point. It's usually going to come down to what you can do on the kite and how well you kite, is the amount of time we're going to get for decoding. And that's what's going to secure us the win pretty safely. You can't really rely on people harassing as well in rank, but if you're working in a team, you might want to consider something like Sticker, because Sticker helps you crawl to walls if there's a forward on your team. Sticker helps you pick yourself up if there's any harasser on the team. If the hunter decides to ever at any point hard target on the harasser, now it only takes you 24 seconds to heal instead of 30. That's a huge difference. It only takes you 6 seconds less to heal. But that's the only time Sticker is good. A lot of people tell me they also run Sticker for dungeon escapes and crawling out the gate. Here's the thing, guys. Either you escape out the dungeon alive, or you are very far from dungeon and Sticker will not save you. A good hunter knows how to trap a survivor in to the point where it's going to take a really good play from the survivor to be able to escape. Just like with that Naiad. If I didn't stun her, and if dungeon was there, she's just going to sit, never break a pallet, and she's going to keep watering the area. And there's nothing I can do. It would take an amazing play from me as a survivor. That was really bad. From me as a survivor to, she should get stunned right now, right? For me to get the dungeon at that point. That's why Sticker doesn't matter in most situations. We really needed that stun because now she can't put a statue. She might put a statue now. That's why I didn't want to drop the pallet. Was she still stunned? Could I have dropped the pallet in time? I might have been able to drop the pallet in time. I mean, right now we just don't want to give her full presence. We need to get to the good kiting area. Yeah, once we get to the good kiting area, she might just leave us here at this point. Is she going all the way around? She actually went all the way around. That's crazy. Does she blink here? Wow, she actually missed every single statue. She went all the way around. I've never seen a hunter do that. I guess I should be more careful about that. About a hunter going all the way around. Okay, well, you got me this time. But the Cyber's... Seriously? Oh, thank God she's bad. I never ping focus on decoding. I can't go for the window. She's gonna cut me off. I think we're dead here. Hold up, hold up. No. There's not a whole lot we can do there. We're getting body blocked by a statue. Wow, I think we actually could have gotten... We could have gotten... Hold up, she's still leaving? I think we could have gotten maybe a gate escape. Had we had a chance to set up our route, take a hit there, next to the window, vault the window, we tell them to pop, and then we make our way to gate at that point using the jump rope. Not the jump rope, but the rope in the sky. Right there. I don't know what it's even floating on. What is that thing even floating on? I'm actually going to wait last second. Oh, wait. No, we want to go now, actually. Because she's getting pushed by the bees. I was going to wait until she's a little closer so I can get the heartbeat, so I can actually get the full boost from broken windows. Okay, I think we just have to go for it. Ugh! Still made it out. That was such a bad teleport from that hunter. That was so bad. All she has to do is check in the top left. In the top left, all she has to do is check detention. Is detention at 100 seconds or less? That's how much time it takes to open the gate. Because detention starts at 120 and then it decreases over time. And once it hits 100, that's how you can tell when the gates are supposed to be open. So there's no reason for her to teleport at that point. Assuming people are at the gate immediately. Which maybe she was assuming no one is at the gate immediately. That was horrible. I don't know who is popping that. Why would anyone pop that? I don't think it was Blake. These people, I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter how good you kite. There's gonna be people who just mess up your kite. I feel like with our abilities, with our crossbow, when we combine it with like a, let's say we boost away and then combine it with like a rope to jump away, then at that point she's 100% getting stunned. Which is going to be really good for us. And then we could potentially make it to the gate. Now, of course, we can't go to the gate too early because we have to give time to actually open it. It only takes 20 seconds, so if you time it perfectly, it could open like right as you're kiting to it, which is the ideal situation. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get to do that. My plan was to let her get a little bit closer. She's going to get a hit on me that way, but we're going to get hit right in front of the window. I could go upstairs if I want to, and if I go upstairs, that's still fine. Because a lot of people will drop down on the side next to the window, and that's good for a kite. But if you're trying to get to the gate, we would actually use the other side of the cabin where you can drop down, and then we can make our way to the rope, and then the rope will help us get to the dungeon. Now, it's not great because Hunter can go around it, so we would probably have to use an item to assist us there. But it is an option. I haven't ever tried it. I think with enough distance, you probably don't even need the rope, which is ideal. Because the rope is a little bit out of the way. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit out of the way for the drop down at that point. But it is good if you have an ability to combine with it. It's just that no hunter is ever gonna follow you up the rope if you're coming at it from a side. They're gonna go around. You can only take the rope once. So that's the problem with the rope. You have to be careful with that. And so in that situation, we might actually not take the rope. But if we can get around the cabin on the other side, behind the cabin, maybe there's dungeon there. Who knows? We know that dungeon was not at was not in front of the cabin where we were kiting with the 2 pallets right before we died. It was not there, but it could have still been behind cabin, and that was a 1 in 3 chance at that point. Hi Psyche, how's rank going? Rank is going actually pretty decent. I haven't actually kept up to date with the win counter. I guess we just won, so may as well add it. Where did the hunter spawn? Did I pick my spawn? I don't remember picking the spawn. I probably just picked whatever wasn't taken already. Okay, looks like Entomologist is getting chased. It is a Naiad again. Naiad part 2. What the hell? Okay, the harpoon should run out right about now. Please. It's actually not. I couldn't actually turn my screen all the way. Okay, that's a little bit embarrassing. I couldn't turn my screen anymore because my thumb was on the edge already. I was already on the edge. I'm actually not even going to drop this because she's anyway going to water it off. This is really bad. I think we just die, honestly. Yeah, that was such a bad start. I didn't expect her to, I couldn't turn my screen all the way. I couldn't turn it all the way. She went so hard to the right, I couldn't turn anymore. I was literally at the edge of my screen. I couldn't go any further. I couldn't turn anymore. I had to cancel. Oh, that's so annoying. I think I just held it in a weird position. Don't worry, we all had 9. That would have been that was a very easy kite. As long, even if I don't hit the bullseye, I would just use the regular crossbow. We make it to the window. That has nothing to do with what hunter it is, honestly. That was just me. That was just me with my ability. We should be fine right now. You know what? She's such a smart hunter too for blocking off this area with water already. That is such a smart play from her. That was a really smart play from her because then the closest area that we kite to is already going to have water. And we still have all our abilities. No. It has nothing to do with Entomologist. It has nothing to do with Entomologist. Guys, don't blame the Entomologist. The Entomologist did her job. I should have just dropped the pallet. I thought her harpoon was about to run out. So I'm like, okay, I can just transition because she's going to get slowed down from the harpoon running out. Yeah, they're not even going to rescue. I didn't even get a trade out. That is so unfortunate. I was expecting the harpoon to go down. It was probably like a couple seconds off. I think I was a couple seconds off. Oh, Entomologist took damage too? What? What is the Entomologist doing? How does she take damage? How is she already injured? Well, every once in a while, I guess we're going to have a bad game like that. With a character you don't play, every once in a while, you're going to have one of those moments where you just didn't know about it. And I didn't realize, I didn't factor in that if she goes too far to the right, I actually literally cannot turn anymore. I think I just pressed my button. I put my thumb too close. When I was holding the button for the bow, I was just holding it too close to the edge of the screen. So then when I try to turn it, I'm already on the edge of the screen. I literally cannot turn it anymore. I just held the button in a very awkward spot. I was just too close to the edge already. I needed to hold it more to the left of my screen so that if I need to turn right, I have the space to do so. I just didn't have space to literally turn right. I had no space. So when I try to aim, when I try to put my thumb to the right, it literally just lets go of the screen because there's no more space to work with on my screen. Oh, that was so terrible too. We get that stun off, we would have been fine. We take the window vault at that point. But because we took that hit, we didn't even get the harpoon now. It means that it's so easy to block off Shag. That was like that was a what's it called? That was a domino effect. Me taking that hit in that situation means that now she has a free harpoon at that point as well that she's gonna use to destroy me with. So it wasn't just like, oh, we take one hit. That mistake cost us 2 hits essentially, which was huge. At that point, there's no bringing that back. Not too bad. The advantage to rescuing me is that I'll at least get the blink out at that point, and then our teammates aren't getting blinked. But dude, our teammate Entomologist got hit anyway without a blink. I don't even know how. She wasn't even the one rescuing. This knight is too good. Taking my notes. The Entomologist is also running out in the open, to be fair. Like, what is her kite route? Who is kiting in the back? You can't really raid a hunter if your survivor made too crucial of a mistake, because at that point, any hunter will win. The worst hunter in the game will win. The best hunter in the game will win. You can't really raid off of that. I mean, I think I'm our best survivor on the team, so when I make a mistake like that, at that point, I don't think our teammates will be able to rebound a kite. Because you have to be really good at the game. You have to know not just the zero presence, but you have to know their full presence as well and be already 5 steps ahead. You can't just be like 1 step anymore. You have to be like 5 steps ahead of all their abilities now. And most people just don't know how to do that at this point. You have to kite them early on. That is the easiest time to kite them, but also it's easiest for your teammates, you know? Not just for me, but for our teammates as well. But yeah, that has nothing to do with the Entomologist. I just messed that up. Has nothing to do with kiting on my server. I want to get rid of this stigma of people being like, oh, why are you kiting on my Cypher? Don't kite on my server. Now I'm going down. If you are going down in like one of the best areas Arms Factory, that's on you. That's on you for going down in that situation. That's not on the Entomologist. That's on me for choosing to not go for the PAL. I went for the window, thinking that with the boost it would be enough. It was not enough. Okay, so I used the bow. I missed the bow as well. All right, and then I get hit, and then at that point, my next area that I was planning to use is not such a good area anymore because we never got the harpoon out. We got the harpoon out, and then it took a few seconds to hit me, and by that time, she already has her harpoon. You have to immediately use shock after you get her harpoon out. So that has nothing to do. In fact, I encourage kiting on people's ciphers because if it means you don't die instantly, kite on people's ciphers. Please do. Because if you do that, then now, yes, you let go of one person's ciphers, but our other 2 are going to get insane decode now. And yes, our 3rd person needs time to walk to a new cipher now, but then if you do a good kite and you're confident that you can kite a long time, even their cipher can pop still. So I'm not against kiting on people's ciphers, and if you kite on people's ciphers, it's that person's responsibility to know what to do. If it's like a super dangerous hunter, you should probably back off. If it's just deny it and you think you can beat him in that area, don't back off. You can change how aggressive you are depending on the hunter and your survivor. And in that situation, I could have just used the pallet in that situation, but I thought her harpoon would have ran out. These tips are helpful? No problem. What tip did I give? I usually don't know what tip I gave. You're still a baby hunter. Okay, that's more like a survivor tip though. But I guess if you ever play survivor, it's okay to run with people's ciphers. Like, again, I have so many people. Maybe in quick match I'll see complain about it, or maybe in my chat. It's fine. It's fine because as long as they were full health and it's a good area against the hunter, don't avoid that area because that's what's gonna help you do the good kite. That's what's gonna help you survive. Because here's the thing: if you are like, oh no, I can't kite at this area, I really need against this hunter, and you decide to ditch it because you're like, I don't want to kite on people's ciphers, then you opt for a worse area that's not gonna do well against the hunter. Well, then you're not gonna make a miracle happen. You have to use the good areas that counter the hunters you're up against, and you're gonna go down quicker. And then you're like, oh, at least I didn't die on the cipher, right? No, wrong, because the rescuer has to get off their cipher to help you now. So we're still down a cipher. That's why I'm saying it's usually fine to cut on people's cybers. If you are confident that you are at full health, you cannot get blinked. If you're just passing by, especially if you're just passing by to use it like one pal and then move on to the next area, because that one pal will help you so strongly reach the next area. Then especially use it pass by, and then that survivor can be like, oh, they're just passing by. There's only one good pal in this area. They're gonna drop it. They're gonna leave. I'm gonna hop back on my cipher. At that point, it's kind of like a game sense on the person doing the cipher. You know, let's say Intimal just kept kiting. Then it's up to me to be like, analyze the situation and be like, okay, how long is she gonna stay in this situation? How good of this area against the hunter we're up against for her to stay in this area? How does her hunter that she's up against fare? And also, how does her survivor help her survive in this area? Entomologist, very good in that area. There's a lot of places to put bees. There's two pals that are very annoying for Knight to deal with. The windows are very annoying because she has to circle those two every single time you use them. Very good area against Naiad. In that situation, I would just leave. Have the area to that survivor. They can probably do a 3-server kite just with that area alone. Combined with their abilities too, they could do it. But it like takes game sense. It takes analyzing the situation. You have to look at the situation and be like, okay, in this situation, is it worth it to stay or is it worth it to leave? Also, am I a potential chase target? Could I potentially get chased? What's my plan if I get chased? Having these things ahead of time is really helpful. Especially if you're a survivor person. You know, if you're a hunter, maybe it would teach you to be a little bit more humble about who you chase in what areas, because certain areas will destroy you if you're like, oh, I'm just going to chase this person in an area that's really good against me. Of course, maybe you don't know the area is good against you, though. It takes like a learning curve to the game. You have to learn what area is good against every single hunter. What makes a hunter strong and what makes a hunter weak. And when you find those things out, you can figure out what is the good pal areas. If you are against a hunter where windows are very strong against the hunter you're up against, meaning that for them, they are very weak against windows, then by all means, you need to kite at areas with windows. That is the key. That is how you do it. I'm just going to stun him immediately because I don't trust our survivor to be able to dodge a bomb that close to the hunter. He might get a lucky bomb snipe if she's not careful, so we're just going to stun him immediately. It's a 2.5 second stun whether or not you gradually build up the 100 or you just immediately give them 100. It's not like they get slowed down with laceration on them. It doesn't do anything past that. It does give free distance though, which is great. And that's always a given. You know, you got to take it. You're a far-range character, a regular decode. In some cases, Archer may be better against Antiquarian. I think Antiquarian is still going to be a good character. But it's just, Archer has so much more versatility, I feel like, with that range. IDV homework is real. This is not something you're going to learn in one night. This is not even going to be something you learn in a week. This is going to be something that will take you months and months and months. And nowadays, with all the hunters that exist, and survivors that exist, maybe years and years. I wonder if this is actually on the cipher. I don't really want to take a chance. I'm not feeling like taking that chance right now. Let's just do this one. We got lucky that 2 restaurants ever spawned here. I know I got balls for walking over that time bomb. You don't have to tell me. Dude. We have to do another cipher though. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just always assume it's a 5-second bomb, because if it's a 2-second bomb, then it'll explode on 3. But if you keep track of only 2 seconds, then now you won't have a record for when a 5-second bomb is gonna blow up. See, that's why I'm counting from 5. Because when the bomb is red, it could either be 2 seconds or 5-second bomb. So I always just count from 5, and the moment I hit 3, I assume it's gonna blow up. If it didn't blow up already, then I'm keeping track of the 5-second bomb to know when to get off. That way I'm not standing there for 5 seconds, you know. Maybe I should have helped her. But then we don't have a last cyber being worked on. I think it might just be safer to go for a teleport. I would get off, yeah. I think he should get off. I can probably stay here. If I'm good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. He might just switch now. No, he's not switching. It always looks like it, though. Oh, he's doing a brand new cipher. Why did he slow himself down there? Oh, he messed up. Whatever. Not a hit, though. Him standing still takes actually longer than to just take the stun at that point. Because once you have over 50, it takes 2.5 seconds to remove 50. And if you have more than 50, then it's going to take longer and longer and longer. If you have 90 on you, you start to remove that by just standing still. You're probably standing there for, by the way, we got Cypher locked. We have 3 Cyphers in the same area. You could be standing there for the next, I'm pretty sure it's 3.5 seconds. Because around 30, you have to stand for 2 seconds. For around 50, you have to stand for 2.5 seconds. That means at 70, you would need to wait for 3 seconds. At 90, you would need to wait for 3.5 seconds. So if you have 90 on you, you're going to be sitting there waiting for 3.5 seconds. That's not worth it. Just take the stun at that point. The stun is only 2.5 at that point. On top of that, you're giving yourself an opportunity to to actually also get some extra hits on that survivor before you get stunned. Just like he did right there. He got a hit on me before the laceration actually took effect. So you know what? Maybe it would have been better to... Man, I was preparing my bow and I was expecting... nothing to happen, actually. Nothing. Ooh, can we make this? My ping was in the way. I was trying to use my crossbow and my ping was in the way. Just took a free hit for no reason. You know what? Actually? Actually, it's a good thing we saved it. No, I thought the Cypher would be prime. No, don't pop it now. Oh my god, the average survivor. Dude, once your survivor goes down and the Cypher's not primed, why are people popping at that point? Oh. Dude, that is so annoying. Man, these people, they still be committing. They like don't read the situation. They just be like, oh, he said focus on the coding. Just pop, just pop, just pop. Drives me crazy, man. Psyche, have you ever considered using the wheel for pings? Never. Never. I just fumbled with my fingers there. That's not a list issue. That's a me issue. He doesn't have detention, but I can't even ping that. Man, dungeon was at restaurant. I was preparing for a dungeon kai. And by the way, can someone explain to me why this person chose to do this gate of all gates? I don't think he's actually wanting to do the gate. I think he's coming here just to rescue me and he figures, okay, I can do the gate in the meantime. But that is so annoying. We could have gotten a dungeon escape had it not been for that. Like, why are people still popping? To change target at this point. Have a whole extra ability that we can't use. I thought the Cypher would have been primed. My bad. You can't get 20 seconds. You can't get 20% in 5 seconds. That's my bad. I should have had that. Should have had that. On top of that, I did take a basic hit. Although I feel like it's still better to save at that point. It's just I took a bomb hit thinking we would anyway pop. It's so annoying. Yeah, alright. Well, I wonder who did that pop. Like, what are these pops lately? Who is responsible for these pops? Okay, I want to see this. First, we're going to see the... what was it? Which match was it? It was a sculptor match. Dude, who is doing these pops? This game might even ask for someone to pop. They just popped anyway. Dude, why can't I? Come on, man. Yes, we're really finding the culprit. Yes, we are. By the way, running flywheel. Flywheel is not a good trait to run. Most hunters, you benefit off of broken windows, not flywheel. Flywheel is a very situational trait. That's why it's not good to run. Most of the hunters that you use flywheel against, there's just not enough hunters to make it worth it. That's a pretty cool animation. So flywheel is just not a good trait because of that. You don't want to... What is she? She tried to use the chisel and didn't know the animation actually affected it. We're really finding the culprit. Dude, stop, stop! Oh yeah, I think we found our culprit. Like, let's see, what is he doing? Did he try to get off, or is he just lagging? Easy. Dude, man, I can't with these people. Would Flywheel be good on Cheerleader because she has built-in broken windows? No. The broken windows help you reach your next broken windows. Every single... You could say that for every single survivor. Your broken windows. Nikki, I already rejected you, man. I said no, no TVA. Every single survivor, when you use broken windows, you are getting more ability, more distance than Flywheel would ever give. You have to understand that Flywheel gets rid of an ability. But most Hunters' abilities come back too quickly to make a 120-second cooldown worth it for that. Yeah, you fly with Hunter's ability, you're dead in the next 12 to 15 seconds. It's not worth it. You shouldn't be running Flywheel against most Hunters. Especially, like, look at Bonbon, for example. Like, terrible Hunter to have Flywheel against. It doesn't do anything. You Flywheel one bomb hit. But by that logic, if you had broken windows, you could also escape a bomb hit. But on top of that, there's several seconds where he still can't use his bombs. There are most Hunters in this game you need to be running broken windows against. There's very few Hunters where Flywheel is undeniably better. And even the Hunters where Flywheel is useful against, broken windows is still equally good most times. It has to be exactly like Blood Queen. And even the Hunters like Blood Queen, Flywheel doesn't do that much. You Flywheel the window, and 99% of the time... By the way, free recovery hit for literally no reason. That's 5 seconds less that our Hunter needs to spend now. 5 seconds less decode. What is it? What was I saying again? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, we're supposed to find the culprit. It's probably this guy. Okay, he's playing it safe. That's what he's supposed to do. Again, I did say focus on decoding, but like people need to read the situation. If I'm dead and I called it too early, and the server wasn't primed yet, you can't pop at that point. I don't know. How far... If you just got bombed, you can reasonably assume... He let go? He let go. Okay, so he let go. It was primed. I called it. I knew it was primed. Dude, I freaking knew it was primed. So he let go. Oh. He let go and then Blake popped it. But Blake popped it too late. It was the seer who had to pop it at that moment. Once he let go and he didn't commit, at that point you can't pop anymore. So he didn't commit. He wanted to play it safe. Because the server wasn't primed exactly when I said focus on decoding. Putting stars on blast. Dude, I gotta find out who's doing these pops. Like, is it Blake? Is it our teammates? Like, what is going on? That's the second time this stream I just had a random pop happen in the last 3 matches. Where we could have gotten dungeon, by the way. Set up for dungeon. At least that Darkwood's match, maybe not, because we don't know if it was there or not. But... Alright. Caught in 4K. Dude, Seer didn't come in. I feel like he could have still popped that. Especially if I'm behind a pallet, I would have to be literally right next to the Hunter for that to not be worth it. For it to not be worth popping, I mean. I think he should have popped that. Maybe he just didn't know, though. He just wanted to play it safe, you know? I think that's understandable. You know, he wanted to play it safe. It's just... once you let go, once you don't commit, everyone else has to be on the same page. Because there's a certain point where once 1 second passes and you still didn't pop, no one can pop at that point. Usually it's too late at that point, and that's exactly what happened. I had a very bad feeling in my stomach that when I said focus on decoding, and I died and it wasn't popping, I had a very bad feeling that someone was gonna pop it right after. And it happened. Like, what? It's not just that I'm reading the hunter. I'm reading the bad plays of our survivors at this point. I'm just too used to it. Seki, is there a hunter counter for night? With Wax Artist, if you hold the wax gun and he predicts ability, then it doesn't do anything anymore. It only does something when you press the button, not when you're already holding it. You can do that for every hunter by that logic. You can hold the ability button. Like for violinists, oh well, violinist doesn't count. So it works a little bit differently for each hunter. Violinist, you could hold the violin note, but the actual throwing is what counts as using the ability. With Wax Artist, holding it is using the ability. Violinist, when you hold your note, you're not using your ability. You're just holding it. With Wax Artist, once you start holding it, you are already using it. But that benefits you because that way you don't have to let go and press it again, usually, unless you have to vault the window. Wax Artist is pretty good against Knight. But Knight is just such a good survivor that a good Knight is probably going to be blocking your abilities after you vault the window or powder, something like that, before you get a chance to start shooting your gun. Alright, I'm going to call the stream here, guys. We're not going to play any more IDV today. If you guys enjoyed the stream. Hold up, I got to update the counter. Forgot to update the counter. Weak session today. I feel like I could have played a lot better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Like, I feel like we could have gotten like an extra escape in this situation. This obviously should have been a win. Like, once I take the kite, I should be winning that. There's no reason I can't be winning that. Especially when it was the same hunter. Same hunter. Same hunter, same survivor kiting. She saw drastically different results. Went from kiting her across the map to dying instantly. So, that could have been way better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. You got 2 losses. Alright, well, one of those losses is on me. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the other loss was also on me, though. Was this also on me? No, I remember what happened. I don't know. I'm not gonna say, because I didn't watch the replay. So I just know I was just decoding. I'm chilling. Maybe I should have harassed. I don't think so. He died across the map. He was in basement. It's a rescuer kiting. Do you really have to support a rescuer? Anyway, guys. The double rescue helped a ton. I actually can't remember what game was that. What Waxers? Did we just face one Wax Artist today? I already forgot. I already don't remember these matches. We faced Sculptor 2 times today? Oh no, just once. Just once, right? Faced Sculptor 1 time today, I'm pretty sure. It was this match. Man, this match I played horribly. I played horribly this match. Yeah, we won, but that was awful. Oh, I remember that game-saving shot at the window when she got stunned. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was actually really good. I remember that, and especially because he's still stuck behind the window. So even after the stun frees him, after he's free from the stun, he still has to vault the window, and then the cheerleader just escapes after that. So that was, yeah, that was really good. I forgot about that. All right, guys. Well, Archer is a very good survivor. I feel like if you get really good, you can get very consistent with shooting the bullseyes. Get a little bit more used to holding the 1.2 seconds. I feel like I'm holding for 1 second instead of 1.2. So there's a couple times where I'm not getting the full value out of the bow when I could be getting a little bit extra. Because remember, when you don't hold for 1.2 seconds, you lose 40%. 40% of the laceration you could have gotten. So anyway, guys, I'm going to head out now. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to check out future streams just like this one in the near future. Every Monday and Thursday from 20 to 22 EST time zone. Say bye-bye to the spider, guys. We're going to free this guy. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.